Okay, so we're definitely at Seaworld San Diego today, checking out their Halloween Spooktacular event. It's my first Halloween event here.
Same for me, I'm excited.
Ooh, let's go check it out. The first ride of the day is Electric Eel. It looks like a 10-minute wait. It should be fun. It'd be my first time riding it. Electric Eel was an amazing coaster. There's like a 5-10 minute wait, so that part was really nice. And it wasn't, too intensive a coaster. They were able to load people on and off in like, 2 minutes was the total ride length. And, it's a good ride. It takes up very little space, so they need more of these. Here's the backside of Electric Eel, and you can really see it does not take up much space whatsoever. It is, just a tiny vertical ride. So it can be easily added to any theme park. Okay, so up next is Journey to Atlantis. Here's what it looks like. It's a boat ride. And they do have water cannons where you can get people wet. Looks like it's 2 tokens, maybe $1 per water cannon shot. So I will say that the queue here for Atlantis is really well themed. Like they have some tiny dolphins up there, but yeah, it's a pretty well themed queue. Outside of Atlantis, they actually have these huge dryers. They're $6 per use, but they do get you super dry, and they are well themed. We are on our way to the Dolphin Amphitheater for the Dolphin Show. I think it's called Dolphin Days. Okay, so we're all set up for the Dolphin Show. This is what it looks like. It's very interesting to point out that they actually blocked like the first 5 or 6 rows down there. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, they're just all blocked.
Pool. And about 7 hours later, Maggie gave birth to her first calf ever right here in this front pool. So these babies are very, very young, and we're super excited to share them with you. Maggie and Malibu, the 2 moms, were born also right here at SeaWorld. Now, Malibu's first calf, her name is Callie. She's here at Dolphin Amphitheater, and she's just in the next pool. So this is a really exciting time, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the babies and about their pregnancy. Does anybody know how long a dolphin might be pregnant? A whole year. Yes, they're pregnant for 12 months. So for the last 7 months, we have been doing regular ultrasounds. We have been looking at their progesterone levels as far as their blood. We have been monitoring these pregnancies for a very long time. So we're very excited about these babies. Now you're going to see around the pool, we have animals. They're not fish, right? They're warm-blooded, air-breathing, milk-drinking mammals. So these animals are actually drinking milk from their moms. They have a very fat-rich milk. It's about 30% fat. The milk that you and I drink is around 2%, just to give you an idea. 30% fat. And that's really important because it builds up that blubber and their immunities. So it's very important that we see a successful latch on between mom and baby. These babies look great. Moms are doing great. We're noticing an interest in feeding or eating with the moms. But if you can imagine, they're feeding their babies, their diet's going to go up. And we're going to feed them right now. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that as we do it. Jamie's going to try working with Malibu, and I'm going to try, not a typical way that we feed them, but we're working with them because she's very aware of where her baby is. Go get your baby. His baby is still exploring and learning where they can swim. There we go, very nice. Now they typically eat about 20 pounds of fish a day, and just yesterday they received 30 pounds in one day. So that shows you that they are very much working on building that blubber. Hi, Malibu, good girl.
Well, I guess that answers that question, why these first, few rows are blocked, because they don't want people potentially throwing something into the dolphin exhibit or disturbing the babies in any way whatsoever. So yeah, they don't want people over there. It's kind of interesting to also point out, but there's a person up there, and I can assume they're going to be up there kind of 24/7 just watching the dolphins to make sure, the babies are all right and everything. It's kind of cool that SeaWorld does that for, the animals in its care. So yeah, I guess we came at the perfect time to see these baby dolphins, because they're not running any shows right now. They're just, letting people view the baby dolphins, and they were just born like less than a week ago. It's pretty adorable. So I don't know if you can see them, but there's a couple SeaWorld employees down there just answering questions that people have about the baby dolphins, since there is no show right now. Okay, so we got our seats. It's in this reserve section because we are, I think, a platinum pass holder, or I don't know, some level pass holder where, you get access to reserve seats. And we're here for Clyde and Seymour's big Halloween bash show. So a description of the show is Clyde and Seymour spoof their favorite Halloween classics with a little help from OP Otter, of course, in Clyde and Seymour's big Halloween bash. Be sure to wear your costume and dance along with Clyde, Seymour, and OP for the spooky celebration offered daily. So this is a pre-show that they have right now, and it's kind of entertaining. It goes on for like 20 minutes, just while everybody's waiting in their seats. She's pretty good. Oh, look at that.
So let's get the celebration rolling.
So that was a pretty fun show. They have like a Ghostbuster symbol there, a spooky tree up here, some bats over there, and then over here they have like a Stranger Things parody door where it says Weirder Things. I don't know if you can make it out, but yeah. So that was a pretty fun show. It was actually just an overlay Crystal was telling me of their regular show, just with some various Halloween theming. But yeah, we're gonna have that full show in a different video, just because it's kind of long. So we were making our way to get something to eat because we are starving. We only had like a very light breakfast, and it's like 1:30 now. So yeah, let's go get something to eat. Crystal has to stop by the Asian small-clawed otter exhibit. Oh, and with that face, I think there's something there. Yep, there it is. It's in its little bed. Oh, look how adorable that is. It's literally just getting all snuggled up and for bed. Oh my gosh, look how adorable that is. Oh. So I think we decided on eating a Calypso-based smokehouse where they have ribs, chicken, brisket, and salads. It's kind of funny, I don't know if you can see, but they have like wires here to try and keep out the birds, and there's a whole bunch of netting up here too. It's a bird-free zone. Okay, it's hard to see because of the sunlight, but we got the brisket sampler over here. So there's chicken, sausage, brisket, and french fries. Even a pickle in here. And then we also got the adult mac and cheese. And we got a drink too. It took about 30 minutes, it seems like, to actually wait in line for all of this stuff, so I don't know if I redo it again. And actually, funny story, some lady was waiting for the mac and cheese. She got to the front, and they told her they were out, and so she stormed off, and then a minute later they had more mac and cheese, so goes to show, just wait for mac and cheese. Okay, so first impressions of the food so far. Mac and cheese, almost no flavor. I would avoid that if I were you, if you come here. The sausage is pretty good, french fries are good, but I don't know if it's worth the 30-minute wait for this food. So lunch overall at the Calypso Bay Smokehouse, not that great. I don't know if I'd do it again. So I mean, if you're super hungry, there's like the sausage was really good for me, but the mac and cheese wasn't that great, chicken wasn't that great, and brisket just not that great. So it looks like up ahead they have a spooky dance party. A whole bunch of characters are dressing up and dancing. There's a spooky mummy, a witch, a pirate, princess, oh, and there's an evil Dr. DJ. Ooh.
Somebody in there? Hello? Help him out!
Over here you actually have a witchcraft brew station for the adults, where you can get an alcoholic beverage. So I'm not sure how often this happens. Maybe it's just throughout the day or every hour for a bit, but yeah, this is fun if you're into dance parties. So they do have a trick-or-treat section here, and these kids are lining up for this. So this is what the booth looks like. And this is Twizzlers. So the line goes on for maybe like 40-50 people for some of these treats. There's another treat stand over there. But yeah, it's kind of like Disneyland in regards to lines. There's a costume character up ahead. I guess, you know, they have some walk-around characters. It's kind of interesting. Okay, up next is the Bayside Sky Ride. I've actually never done this ride before, and annual pass holders get to do it for free. Okay, we're about to board. Here we go. Ah! Oh, bumpy. And windy. Somebody fishing on a jet ski. Okay, we're at the end of this line now. So now we can do a circle in this building up ahead. Okay, we're going up, up, and away again. So you can see Manta over there, right behind the chairlift. And we're descending once again. Looks like over here is another craft beer little area. It's kind of fun. They're actually playing like Halloween music here. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's definitely there. Up ahead is another one of their candy stations, and you can sort of see the line. It keeps going and going and going. Way back there. Just noticed they actually have this octopus like holding this lollipop. Kind of interesting. So we're on our way to view the baby dolphins again. So I can confirm that person is still up there watching for the baby dolphins. And there are still people, you know, looking out for them down below. It's just so cool looking at the baby dolphins. It's very hard to get a focused angle for you guys, but We can definitely see them, and they're swimming around, and it's so adorable because how often do you see two baby dolphins next to each other here? So here's one of the signs that they have on a light pole. SeaWorld Halloween Spooktacular. And then right next to it is actually another octopus holding a piece of candy. In this case, it looks like a Twizzler. And you know what? I've actually seen that in other parts of the park. I just didn't associate it with Halloween here. So there's actually more of those. So we were walking by a shop and saw these bags. These are all the Halloween bags they have. Candy is Jawsome. Which way to the candy? Bonafide Spooky with the penguin. Frankly, I'm cute with the turtle. And all these are only $1.99 each. So it's a very good price for a bag. And from what we can tell, you actually do not need one of these bags. Just a bag to trick or treat here at SeaWorld. I think Bonafide Spooky is probably the best one here. So get that one fast. Here's another octopus arm holding a lollipop. Okay, we're making our way back to the front. It's time to exit the park. Here are the tide pools. So they even have this really cool picture opportunity, SeaWorld Spooktacular, with the tower and the little roller coaster. We're all done here at SeaWorld San Diego, and their Halloween event was pretty cool. Parade, we're definitely the first parade we've ever both been to at a SeaWorld resort, so that part was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they play Halloween music all throughout the park the whole day, so you definitely get that Halloween feel.
And there's a free candy option, so that's kind of cool. It's a cheap version of Mickey's Not So Scary Party because it doesn't cost any extra money to come here with a costume and get candy.
You get to go trick-or-treating!
Yeah.
And if you want, you can get one of their bags for $1.99, I believe, plus tax. They're super cute.
Very cute indeed. That's it for today though. See ya.
Bye!